Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss 8051 assembler software. This is a simple 8051 assembler software, okay, that can be used for writing the programs, okay, and getting assembled and executed, okay, for 8051. Okay, so this is the 8051 assembler software is there. Okay, you just have to open this software very very simple software is there, and all of you know that we need to write all the programs of 8051 in assembly language. Okay, so we will use this particular software for doing all the practicals of 8051 on this particular software or through this particular software. Okay, so first of all, after opening this, you will get two files open, that is file and output file. Okay, so you have to close these files and you have to open new file. Okay, in this file you have to write your program. Okay, this is notepad or wordpad file in which you need to write a complete program. Okay, and after that you have to save this file. Okay, now I will take one program for example. Okay, so here we will do some instruction writing for 805. Okay, so here I'm copying some data into accumulator. Okay, after writing your program you need to save this file as an assembly source file. Okay, this is the source file for assembly language programming of 8051. Okay, so before saving this you need to create your folder in any drive other than C drive. So create your folder in D drive, E drive, as well as if F drive is available in your desktop or laptop. You need to create this folder other than C drive, in other than C drive. So here I have created this folder in my in G drive. Okay, there is VPM. You all of you can see this VPM folder is having 8051 program. So here you can give your name. Okay, I will give this particular name, and this .asm file will be saved into this or .a51. Okay, this is the source file for microcontroller. After saving this you need to go for assembling the program. Okay, because we have written program in assembly language, so assembler is needed, and this assembler will do assembling of the program. Okay, so here you will observe that this file will get open once you complete the program and going for assembling it. So after assembling it you get this output file. Okay, it is showing that zero error is there, zero warning. If program is having some mistakes, that can be uh, listed in this output file. Okay, so you have to click on that particular line so that you will be directed to that particular line where you got error in the program. Okay, so this is the way of doing writing the program in assembly language for 8051 and assembling it. After this you need to see what is happening with these instructions inside 8051. For that you have to open these registers. Here accumulator, B register, R0 to R7 register, stack pointer, program counter, and DPTR. All these registers are listed here. Okay. Along with this, you can you can see the internal memory, you can see the director memory, you can see by selecting this particular option view, you will get all these internal structures of 8051. That means output files, dump files, registers, control registers. You can see control registers are there. Here control register program status word, interrupt program priority, interrupt enable, timer control, timer modes, power control, timer 2 control register, SCON, serial communication, control register, serial buffer, timer 0, timer 1, timer 2. All these registers are listed here that you can observe what is happening. You can see what is happening inside the microcontroller with this particular registers, memories, okay, and all etc. Okay, so here I have written one simple program. Okay, I have taken 15H data into accumulator and I want to transfer this 15H data to memory location 20H. Okay, so what I have done, I have used R0 register as a memory pointer, okay, in which I have loaded 20H as a data, okay, into R0 register. This 20H is my location, that is the destination location for uh, data transfer operation, and a accumulator is will act as a source. Okay, so 15H I want to transfer at 20H memory location, and in this third instruction I have used indirect addressing mode by using R0. So here I have written instruction move a comma at the rate R0 and end. End is the directive that tells 8051 that here program is ended. Okay, so after assembling it, after getting output file, okay, you need to debug this program. Okay, so for that purpose you need to go for this simulation option, start simulation. Okay, now here after clicking it start simulator, you will be directed to this particular instruction, that is the starting one. Okay, after that by pressing F10 on your keyboard, you can see what is happening inside the 8051 by with every instruction or after every instruction. So instruction wise execution you can observe by using this simulator option, and you have to press F10 key of your keyboard. Okay, so here you can see after pressing F10 first, so I got accumulator with 15H data. So 15H data is transferred into accumulator. Okay, after again going for debugging, so this particular R0 register is loaded with 20H. Now here hexadecimal value is given, here decimal value is listed. So you have to right click on it and you can make it hexadecimal. So here 20H is copied, stored into R0 register. This is my memory location. So I have used pointer R0, okay, for pointing out my memory location, which is the destination, okay, of this particular data transfer. So in the next instruction, what will happen, this content of accumulator will be transferred to 20H location. For that I have to write this particular instruction. So move at the rate R0 comma a, this belongs to indirect addressing mode. First two instructions belongs to immediate addressing mode, and this third one is belongs to uh, indirect addressing mode. So here what will happen, content of accumulator will be transferred to uh, memory location which is pointed out by R0 register. So here destination is the 20H, source is the accumulator, and data is 15H. Okay, so here I will go for that instruction. Okay, you can see data is transferred. Okay, now I have to see what is at 20H location. So here I am getting 0. Okay, so you can again go for view option and there you can see direct memory. Okay, so here you will observe that 20H location is loaded with data. Okay. Okay. You can see this particular 15H data is transferred to this particular 20H location. Okay, you can observe that this is again decimal value, so you can make it hexadecimal. So this particular internal RAM is used for observing the data which is being transferred from one register to another register. You can see this R0 register belongs to first register bank. Okay, that is the register bank 0. So here you will get R0 is having address 00, and that same data is loaded here. Okay, so you can make it hexadecimal. So 20H is the data as a data we have stored in the R0 register, but it is acting as a pointer for data transfer operation. That is the destination address, okay, to which this 15H will be transferred. Okay, and we can observe this 15H is transferred to this 20H location. So in this way you can view all these registers. Okay, control the registers. You can observe also output. Okay, you can observe also ports. Okay, you can see default value for ports is ff. That means what, whenever you are going to turn on microcontroller, okay, what will happen, all ports will act as an input port. That means ffh data is loaded on it, so they will act as a input port. That is the default condition. If you want to make it output, you should load port with 00 value. So here I will do that. Port 0 I want to make it output, so what I will do, I will load this with 000. So again I will save it and go for assembling. Okay, and by clicking F10 of the keyboard, I will debug this program what is happening instruction wise. So here you can see same will happen, and port 0 contents will become 00. So I will view this port contents. So here you can see port contents are becoming 0. So this, now onwards you can use this port for sending out data from the microcontroller. Okay, so in this way you can make any port out as a output port, or depending on the required condition you can make it input and output. Okay, so to make it output you should load 0, and to make it out input you should make it, you should load data ffh or 255 starting from 0. Okay, so in this way you can observe the content of ports. Again also you can observe the memory, ROM memory. Okay, here you can observe the content of ROM memory. Okay, so here internal RAM, data RAM, all these are available. Watch window is available. Okay, but we don't use generally watch window. Okay, all these you can observe and you can write program, you can assemble it. So number of programs you can write inside this assembler, and you will perform all the practicals on this particular software, which is called as the 8051 assembler. Okay, thank you very much. You have to practice this particular software number of times by writing number of programs. Okay, then it would be easy for you to write programs at the time of exam. Okay, thank you.